Breaking news, a very reputable publication in Washington, D.C. just published Mitch McConnell's eulogy, as though Mitch McConnell has died. And while it seems like an error, perhaps, some type of mistake, they already had it pre-written. Has the whole do not use, a look back at Mitch McConnell's time in the Senate. You can see it right here in the Internet Archive. This from The Hill, one of the premier publications for inside Washington, D.C. And this happens sometimes where people get trigger happy and they publish something that they had pre-written, or perhaps they're publishing early before an embargo breaks. Has Mitch McConnell died? That is my question. We're hearing reports that Mitch McConnell is brain dead in the hospital and is no longer with us. While we don't know if he's on this mortal plane, that's what we are hearing from some very high-level people inside of the government and inside of the Trump White House. And so what's going to happen next? This is the last time we saw Mitch McConnell alive. The last time we saw Mitch McConnell alive, he couldn't even finish chairing his own committee meeting. He was humiliated by his own staffer. His lips were purple.
Wrap up after.
Hold here.
You can see the blood vessels had burst under his eyes. He had no blood circulation. He had to be told by staffers what to do.
Yeah.
Listen to that. Yeah. What is that? That's not a human noise.
Obviously, there's not a whole lot of time for a second round. So
slurring his words, and then Mitch McConnell gets up in the middle of the hearing and runs away, just like Joe Biden used to do. What happened later that day? Mitch McConnell is walking by himself down a hallway and then just collapses. Nobody touches him. Nobody scares him. He just falls over. What is that? It's blood loss. It looks like he was having a cardiac arrest there. We know that he had a cardiac arrest and was taken to the hospital totally unresponsive and unable to communicate. It's been more than a week since Senator McConnell, who turned 84, was admitted to the hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, though his team has not disclosed why he was in the hospital or provided any detail. This is out of date. This is from July 6th. It's been more than 3 weeks, correction, since Mitch McConnell, who turned 84. So it's been a month. Nobody knows. Now, we do have the 911 call and the dispatch. And the dispatch says that Mitch McConnell had a life-threatening injury, was unresponsive, and had a cardiac arrest, we now know. Independent journalist is reporting that 84-year-old Senator McConnell, mysteriously hospitalized last month, suffering from cardiac arrest, has not been publicly seen, is on life support and brain dead, though nothing has been officially confirmed by the family or office of the senator. This is how you know it's really bad. Because Mitch McConnell's office, my goodness, look at one of these. This is one of the last known photographs of Mitch McConnell. Look at this. Look at his hands. Look at his hands. Bruised, battered, blackened, no blood flow, clearly falling, constantly breaking or injuring his hands. The no-slip shoes, the mountain climbing shoes here just to walk across flat surfaces. There are now multiple reports from a variety of sources, left and right, claiming that Mitch McConnell is unconscious and likely brain dead. And family members are not pushing back on these reports. Senator McConnell has now been hospitalized for 3 weeks. The gravity of the situation cannot be overstated, especially since his wife, Elaine Chao, appeared in China days after his hospitalizations. This is probably the most evil thing I've seen happen in politics, and I watched all 4 years of Joe Biden. At least Jill Biden didn't sneak off to go confer with her Chinese state handlers. I'm not saying that she doesn't have them, but Elaine Chao did. Elaine Chao's Chinese. And she was born in Taiwan. Her parents are Chinese. They are in business with the Communist Party of China. They're billionaires. They run a massive shipping business through China. And you can't do that without the government's permission. It is a Chinese communist dictatorship. Well, anyway, Elaine Chao is not by her husband's side. Elaine Chao is in China, minting deals, meeting with the highest possible echelons of Chinese Party communist leadership while her husband is dying in the hospital. Okay, what does that tell you exactly? Question now is national security. If Senator McConnell is unable to independently perform his duty, What safeguards exist to ensure classified intelligence briefings, defense appropriations information, or other sensitive congressional matters could not be accessed, discussed, and shared with the Communist Party of China? It's a great point. And given the timing of Chao's meeting with the Chinese vice president, what was discussed? Why the hell was she in China? High-ranking source says McConnell is officially brain dead. He's not coming back. I checked with the staff. Latest update from Mitch McConnell's lying staff, who's been lying, by the way, about his condition for years. We appreciate the outpouring of support. He's recovering in the hospital. So this is very interesting. This is new. They say he's in the hospital. The senator continues to improve and is working closely with his staff on Kentucky and Senate matters while the Senate is out of session. Oh, I'm sure. So they confirmed that he's still in the hospital. I spoke with a neighbor who lives next door to Mitch McConnell, and she said that she was there when the medical emergency occurred and she saw him being taken to the hospital, and she's not seen anybody home since that day.
No family has come?
I haven't seen anyone coming or going from there.
Yeah, because I know his Capitol Police detail, they're over at the hospital, so I just thought So his wife, Elaine Chao, was found in China 3 days after he went into cardiac arrest. So we're trying to figure out where she is. It doesn't look like she has come back to the house. So I was wondering, have you seen her at all?
No, I haven't seen anyone.
Oh my God. Can you explain what happened?
I have to go to work.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, intrepid reporting right there. I want to see proof of life at this point. Something has to be done. There has to be some sort of deadline that they're holding out for. Well, thank you, Derek Evans, because you're exactly right. There is a deadline. It is August 3rd. August 3rd is when you cannot have a special election for a Senate seat for a deceased or resigned senator in Kentucky based on Kentucky law. So they are trying to hold out Mitch McConnell, who's allegedly brain dead at the hospital, never coming back. They're trying to keep him having a pulse, which they can probably do medically, and keep this a secret so that there can't be a Trump Republican that is elected or appointed to that seat. Sorry, it would be a special election based on Kentucky law. They have to hold out for 3 months before the election. Then it'll just go to the regular general election. They could pass the Save America Act. Mitch McConnell is the deciding vote against killing the filibuster. And if you get a special election and you have a Trump Republican who would win in a landslide, win that election, like a Nate Morris, right? Win that election, then you are able to pass the Save America Act. This is what they're trying to hold out on. These are evil, evil bastards. This is what they're doing. They're using Mitch McConnell's corpse to do that. And it's not the first time they've done it. Look at Dianne Feinstein here. She died in office. Look at this. Actual crypt keeper. Yes, Mitch McConnell's wife did literally flee to China after Mitch McConnell is brain dead in the hospital. Where's his wife? They've been married for 40 years. And his wife isn't by his side? His wife is in China as he's brain dead? Ladies and gentlemen, something very evil is happening here. It's as bad as you ever thought. And we need answers. We need proof of life immediately. Trump should call this out, and we need to get to the bottom of this. This is worse than what they did with Joe Biden. It is. And since it's my party, it's my obligation to say it. Okay? It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.